this video real quick. I am parched. I meant to get something to drink first. I meant to get something to drink first, but I just pulled up over here. We ain't have time. Alright. So, this is what my conclusion. I was just looking at my couch being moved out the way a little bit. And I know that the light-skinned twin is under Yay management for a couple years now. This is the way they keep themselves in and try to empower themselves and try to do shit to me behind my back by siphoning my energy and blocking me from my energy. And then they act like they're the powerful ones or something like this. So she is, and I'm starting to think that I might put the child out. I don't know. Or I'm gonna find something else to do. But I was looking in her car to go get a lighter or whatever, and I noticed that the cable box, she didn't clean out that car and like millions of times. Her car be messy. Messier than mine anyway. But she didn't clean it out so many times, and then I noticed that there was a cable box. There ain't no need for her to have a box in there, the internet box. So somebody could have swapped out my Wi-Fi box so that these people could spy in the house illegally. Because this motherfucker is nuts. They could be also trying to change out the frequency or something if there's other individuals that are watching, to put it under their jurisdiction. Also, where they have these people, these little people like tarot readers like 23andMe over things like T-Mobile. These are all my brands. Okay? This is all the daughter of the elites projects. But I know that they have LaRasha. I can pick up her scent on T-Mobile, hooked up to T-Mobile, and now they're offering. Well, we heard about this a long time ago, that in the future they was going to be offering, like, you know, really cheap internet or whatever like this, or the internet providers and the phone providers were going to be competing, and it was going to be like one low rate, like $25, $50 or some shit like this. But they trying to put them under a 5-year contract with getting T-Mobile internet. That's what I was wondering too. You will still, I'm wondering if some way you could still be paying your cable bill. You think you're paying it to Spectrum or something, but really it's been changed out to T-Mobile. But I was like, $35 a month for internet for 5 years. Oh, that's a trap. So this is how they're trying to still siphon energy from the American people or something like this. Now, I don't know, because I feel like these are people that's like, that stole, like, in the Bible it says how God purchased these people, and you belong to God. You're not even from this place, or you're not even from these places, or wherever these places will be. These could be corporations, companies, the people that was pulled into the industry. This could be people from another side of town. This could be people living in one town because they fled from that town 30 years ago, and they live in this town now. But I don't know. I feel like somebody's trying to figure out a way to get back connected also. Like, I don't know. I'm seeing Page of Wands energy here. So to unblock somebody. But I don't like these people. That's the problem. This also could be China. Because we said we have Russia, China. But I feel like this also China, like, impacting the trumpet. So instead of the trumpet being there, it's supposed to be me, the Christ. But they have the trumpet there, but it's just it's not the right thing. You know, everybody can be who they supposed to be in the world, but you trying to tell me what this that you got to use a decoy? Something ain't right. But somebody want major. Okay. All right. Like, how could you think that using this or whatever is the thing? This is like somebody at their lowest. You just got brought down a level and you want to be over me? You want to contract me or something, and this bitch is over you? Like, and now somebody's coming in with this Page of Wands in reverse, meaning somebody's not blocked anymore. this Three of Wands here. It's like, please, please, please. And now somebody's begging like the lowest of the low to get access to something. They'll do anything now. Haunted house in reverse. Okay. All right. And then we got justice here. It's like somebody's trying to wrap something up. Like this is the person that had you lose access to somebody. You beneath this person now. Now this person like taking over you, and then you're going to be answering to them, and then you want me to be with you. Yeah, something is crazy. You must be crazy. Like somebody is crazy. Because listen, no, this is like something that's like, oh my God. Like one would think looking at this. Anyways, welcome back to the platform. Okay. This is also somebody that works with the youth. And these, maybe not even the youth, these could be older people that's youth. They'll never make it to elders, but that's what they did. Somebody crazy. They put these as elders. They can never, the curse was them to stay little so they can never be elders, so they can never be over people. But these grown ass men are groveling to these supposed young girls that are actually more wise than them. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then you're coming for bitches like me or women like me that is all put together. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter if these people have been able to strip me of everything. It's still not going to happen. So I don't know if somebody trying to like, it's also like somebody trying to sneak somebody or steal. I keep on getting this energy like, okay, they can't do it to me, but if they take something out of me, like my memory, they can put it over here. Or if they take my intellect out, they can put it in another bitch. And then that person could be taken up. Imagine 5D is not for God's children. Somebody takes something out of me because they can't do it. They can't siphon it from me like that. So they take it from me, put it in somebody else, and then siphon it. Like that part of your brain that they could take into the higher realms. I don't like that because I told you, whatever we're dealing with, at least the so-called limelight, the people that's in the limelight, and they've been anchored to me too in this realm, regardless if they're using a vassal or something like this to do it, or one of their kinship or something like this to tap back in, or these are the people that, say whoever I grew up around that was closest to me. That was them, but the second part of them was in the background. The third part of them was in a higher realm, using their money maybe wisely to collect people like me and put them under some type of firmament to trap us, to keep us here, to create a new grid or a new power source. Okay. Trying to close up the gates. I don't think any of this stuff is closed to me for good, but this shit does get in the way of my progress or my forward movement. All right. This is what I think. That's how I said, nobody knows what it's like to be this energy. They don't deserve to, enjoy the attributes of whatever this is that they're trying to steal. They didn't work for it. It's not theirs. They don't think right. Somebody's crazy. Yeah, we got the Ace of Pentacles. It's never a good idea to take a being. Now, I don't like that word powerful, because it says the powerful ones are not making it to heaven. So they could have created a grid here to trap some of us still here. To trap the Empress here on Earth and try to reduce her to just Earth instead of a heavenly, the Queen of Heavens and Earth. That's your power source. Even if it's drained, like you can use your phone, even if it's at 1%, you can still use your phone, and you're gonna be able to do everything on your phone that you need to do. All right. So this could be also court TV, and these people that have like 4 phones, they're hiding intel or they're controlling people with these particular phones. They want to be, these is people that had their hands dirty doing something to the Christ, but they want to act like the ones that are the savior of some information, because I'm just not like, the Christ is not just a being. This is intel, information, ancient knowledge. It's all kind of shit. The connection to God, to source or whatever like this. So I don't know. A lot of these realms that these people travel in, say I was supposed to be, those are my realms, but I was never traveling in them. These people are always using my gifts to get to them and block me from them. You get what I'm saying? Something is also distraction too. And people are like, oh, it was orchestrated against every incident. All this shit is orchestrated. It's just, I'm starting to feel like the people like me, we not trying to control nothing. We calling shots. I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm not going over trying to control anybody's life or even get too close to anybody or find out what I don't care. So it's like the most targeted individual that don't care. They're not racing around here going crazy. They don't care. And it's like, that would be a Noah energy. But remember I told y'all in that video we had that, I saw that Noah emblem in that card. And the male was crying and he was text messaging somebody. It's like to control the weather, somebody control someone's emotion, get somebody locked on some type of little thing or something like this, and then have this old man that been at home. Maybe he had, his wife, a thing on the side or something, but now his emotions is open, his heart chakra is unblocked. You bring a little thing in there that's 20-something years old supposedly, but this bitch is wiser, right? And then this person get all wrapped up into it. She fucking them good and everything in the car around the corner. It's shit like this. And then he can't get enough or something like this. All right. And then it's also like somebody trying to place ancient knowledge, or there's ancient knowledge was in the girl, but she was also, whoever she was communicating on the phone was her seeing her children in reverse. You're doing it wrong. That's also like, oh, my people, they turned against me or something like this. Like, why you in the reverse? You supposed to be on your shit. But I feel like a masculine energy or the main energy that was connected to me wanted me to be like, wanted me to need them when they gone, and then now they need me when they gone, or it's something like this. I don't know. And I don't like whatever it feels like. So that's so funny because everything is coming out here. Like somebody be like, oh my goodness, the blockage is removed. Oh my goodness. The Three of Swords is in reverse. There's love. Somebody's trying to play with somebody's emotions. And then we got Justice and we got Haunted House in reverse. Somebody has attached something to someone. I'm getting this Julius energy. I think one of those dudes from Africa named Julius with the red beret. Because I don't know why I'm seeing it like green. I'm seeing the Julius dude, but I remember there was some people that they had more small primate like features, smaller hands, the facial feature, things like this is more. I just remember those people living in an apartment. It was like a lady, her 3 kids, they all looked alike. Like their phenotype is more primate based, okay? And then I think that I just heard the greens. So if they was able to put the greens in reverse. Okay. Because I'm thinking about the power source at that time in the grid. Caesar. And then Abram. We remember reading the Bible and said, yeah, I told them that I was the father of your whatever. But they could be using this Kiki energy because she was in Islam. Or her mom was in Islam. I'm just trying to think because I'm the untangler. I'm kind of, you know what I'm saying? I see these knots being, and then I'm untangling. So a lot of people ain't gonna understand what I'm saying, but there's a method to it. The blue light special. Kmart. I was wondering about that too. Like how some of the old stores, like, you know, the American brands that we grew up with through the 80s and shit like this that came into the, you know, 90s, 2000 a little bit. And now they're dwindling down. It's like lost empires or something like this. But the spirit lives on. Like these boys are the brands or something like this, or the gatekeepers to these brands or something. It's all about humans. It's all human sacrifice. It's something weird here. Also geometry, or well, a difference between sacred geometry and geometry. So the geometry that people were using in school is almost like some of us may not have been good at that particular type of geometry, or you just I was like, ugh, I don't want that shit. You know what I'm saying? When I was going to school. But the sacred part of it that I hold or you hold is what they need. You know, everybody took geometry or something like this, most people. The sacred shit that I got or you got is to keep that person in a bubble, and then they can't get that. So no matter what you're doing with geometry, like you learned in high school, if you don't have sacred geometry, which somebody like me or these other conduits will hold, you don't have shit. So they have to have some type of, they're trying to melt it together, but it's not working together. It's one-sided. It's unrequited. Whatever it is, it's unrequited. It's stealing. It's stealing. This is Jezebel energy at its finest, actually. You know, there's stuff I never understood why the heaviness of different, we talk about the corporations, the government, everything like this, but the Jezebel spirit of the government or the presidency, and you know, the works that they have going on with G7 and this and that and all this other shit, you know, it's Jezebel energy. Like, why do we depend on so much about those connections from other fucking, like, what happened? Like, everybody swimming in everybody's nasty swimming pool, little tiny swimming pool or baby pool, all them germs and shit swamping around. It's just weird to me. Now, we get to see the shit that they show us on the news. Oh, you know, Trump was in such and such today. He was talking to the people about this, and he went and met with, you know, President Putin and Russia. And but not, that's not even the, to give some people some shit to talk about like they in the know. But that's not even it. That's not even a half of it. Ay, ay, ay. It's like, you know, there has to be something put in order here. Oh shit, I thought I had a hole in the dress. I forgot the damn side is open. So they're trying to make it about scantily dressed women. But this could also be women or men in power. Because it said, what was I hearing earlier? Something about women, something. And they're trying to stop from losing this power that they think that they gain. But it's like men. Oh, and then I think I was thinking about like what somebody trying to say about scantily dressed women outside dressed like this or whatever like this. But this could also be people that are now stripped by these demons to a certain extent of their knowledge of the things that they need to protect themselves, of their sensors or their senses or anything, their eyes or whatever. Okay. Then it kind of doesn't have something to do with the Jezebel. It has something to do with the lustful men and women or the greedy, all these other sins, you see? because a scantily dressed woman, meaning you don't have your birthright, you don't have your nationality right, you don't have these things. Okay, these are your pieces of armor here, your pieces of protection here. Somebody else in the world is thinking, hey, great, we woke up to death, we're on the same team, but you have no clue what the fuck this person is talking about. So it's cyber this, hold that, blah, blah, blah. All that shit is the highways and byways that need to be stripped. And it's not from those of us that were scantily dressed. It's supposed to stay there so it can kind of, you know, how my hand got burnt and now the skin is growing back and whatever like this. It's for those people to get back into those skin, heal those wounds and stuff like this. It's not for these people to have access to it. Whatever this is. Okay? Because this is also like fake love. Oh, somebody's coming up in there to somebody's opening someone up for some type of attack or some kind of access, or something is over now, or somebody won something and now they want to go and collect their prize. Like, because even these higher demons, they were using other individuals in your neighborhood to get access to you, but it's something want to do something else. And that's the fucking truth. Okay? The little street demons that got YouTube channels and stuff like this and go out here and do their little shit. That you know, YouTube is that's the art of war in general, because somebody can have a very nice house, they can have a nice view outside the window. You could think a motherfucker living in California or something. You might even put a fake palm tree in the backdrop outside the window, but the motherfucker is just living right around the corner from your house. They just spiffed up a room. You know what I'm saying? You could learn a lot. You could sometimes learn a lot by somebody, how they appear in the things like this online. But somebody feels like you or I, because we talk about the visual things, that's as far as you can see. It's also getting somebody to talk about something so that you can know where to hit them. But how do we know that the breadcrumbs ain't poison? How do we know that you thought you was doing that and I let you listen to that? But I can't stand every day. I cannot stand every day. Okay? And somewhere there's just this deity or this demon or this something that's like, I'm going for mine. I want to feel these things. I'm getting down to earth and I'm about to do this with this person. And somebody here they really don't mean you harm, but I don't know. This could be somebody that planned on coming here and being with somebody on earth in like a human body, but they didn't get there. And your worst nightmare or your most unwanted thing is for a spirit or some type of energy to come and be. See, they'll say you're not spiritual then. Well, I guess I'm not then, motherfucker, because I don't like no damn tricks, and I don't like really theatrical kind of tricks and stuff. I don't even like plays, to be honest with you. I don't. I could watch a damn movie. I don't like plays. So it's like that type of entity or spirit, or it's too late. The person wasn't able to house, you know, to I don't know. Somebody trying to curse you to make you stay with a certain person. What if we put your favorite person's energy? You can read energy on the person that you're with. It's not going to work. Somebody's doing something. They being cheap or something. This is somebody that's used to being cheap with you. Like in another dimension or in another place, if they're living a double life, they might be trying to get like packets of ketchup from McDonald's and put it in the refrigerator at their main home base. And then they're over here like with gourmet ketchup over here in another realm doing this shit with somebody else. Like somebody always expects the best to settle for less. And somebody's got it so way confused. And I'm just hearing that it's okay. Cause let these stupid motherfuckers set up whatever this is. And then as soon as they think that it's set up, then somebody is about to walk away from something here. Somebody is about to walk away. The Emperor. It's like this is like you would think that all I'm talking about here is weakness, but no, this is power. Somebody is, yeah. I'm telling you, Washington. So these people are dropping out of heaven and they're latching on to these companies and corporations or something. It's almost like this is how this demonology shit works, or this is how these demons end up, you know, you couldn't stay in that realm and be doing this shit. And then they drop down and it's like as they fall and they hang on to like a damn brand or something. And then they're going to be, it's harder to see them behind these brands. The banana kid is in reverse. Somebody need to make a baby. Somebody's also like, if these demons or these people was creating seed with some of us behind the scenes, like other people know, like, oh, doesn't Irakiel, I'm just gonna make up a name, bitch. Okay, Irakiel has a child with the Empress. You know, get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Somebody is doing something like this. Because in some senses, if these are immaculate things that happen, like unexplainable children, it's already kind of estranged, possibly, or one-sided. The children can latch on to your energy, but you can't see them. But it's the conduit to hold two deities or two other energies together. So if it's like the child is the intercom. Somebody trusted these women to, oh, just send the children. You remember on Handmaid's Tale, they was passing off pieces of bread or whatever, or this could be dick in real life, in exchange for the children. This could be the newer group of children that was created in the past 15 years or 20 years. If you've had relations or close connections with people, these children could have been being created on all levels here. Somebody could also be whoever these people is that can see how the whole farm is working. All the other nations can see what's going on in America. America doesn't have a spot in that upper realm. This could be the echelon. America doesn't have a spot there. Or G7, if our president is compromised, you don't have a spot there. It's just a shell of something there. I'm seeing the card clearly in my head right now with the women up there. America, Mexico is up there. India is up there. Everybody's up there. America is not up there. The thermostat or the main event is not there. And this is maybe why we have this temperance energy here. That's why everything is off balance to the core. So they was worried about the Earth's core heating up. American people in the political arena was giving us this bullshit. And that's probably exactly what it was supposed to be doing. Because now everything is kind of top heavy. But what I just say about skimming off the top of like the beer thing. You know how they have that beer on the cartoons with the foam at the top? And somebody's like, oh, somebody went straight to thinking, I'm like, oh, skim the shit off the top or something like this. Just rob these people or something. It was going deeper. And then you got to see who's stirring the pot. And then you see something else like this. And here's the pot here too. Now we seeing what's at the feet. What's charging something? What's moving something forward? The feet or something, or the nipples, or the utters. The utter disrespect is being shown. This is also 9/11 or the Twin Towers. You know, this witness. But you think about it, the one got hit way at the top, clipped way at the top, and the one, it was down a little bit. Like in the, you know, it was down a little bit when it got hit. And then this one is way smaller, building number 7, with whoever this person is on top of it. The moon. This could even be somebody getting dropped off in one of those helicopter shoot things and spending the night on somebody's roof before they had access to, you know, information to spy on people some kind of way. You know how somebody, like a spyware, somebody be on somebody's roof and they be laying there all night, and then they have some little speaker that's hooked up to something in somebody's room, but you have to be within the direct vicinity. You can't have this thing and be over in Africa or something. I mean, back then, you would have to get close to the or go hide in the bushes at this in like a 1 mile radius, or just a couple feet, a 10-foot radius or something. You would have to be close to the person. Because I guess when maybe, even if I'm thinking about this, is when I was living in that little apartment, this is like the udders, the ethers, the udders that was feeding these people. Or this, it made me think about like a Mickey Mouse hat. Or like an electrical something you put on somebody's head to electrocute them, to kill them, you know, in jail, the electric chair. This could also be people in these positions of power and stuff like this, just over prisons, over this, overkill. Nibiru. Nini and Bay. These people could have had a baby in a past lifetime. You could be that baby. I could be that baby. You could be this brew or Hebrew. So they say. That's another thing. Whatever this is didn't normally originally come to these people. They went underground and they planned this and they did this and they said, we got to make it look like this in the future. It's not really winning. It's like, I don't know, pretending. Like, these are pretendians. Ew. Ew. The fuck? That smell like brown hair gel. Ew. I ain't got no damn hair gel in here. What the hell is that? Oh, chocolate something. Anyways. Okay. There's a jealous girl in our town. It's like somebody trying to force a narrative to get out of something, like your responsibility or something to God, but you want to still keep using these beautiful things or something like this. And it's like, dude, get the fuck out of here. Somebody is crazy. Page of Wands. Somebody used their power or their connection or them being the closest one to you to wipe out everything. And now that person is the closest thing to you, and everything that they did could be getting wiped out. Death, King of Swords, Magician. Yeah, somebody was using some kind of magician skills. This almost even looked like Jesus. A Mexican Jesus. A magician. It's not the King of Cups, but it's a magician. King of Swords. Somebody lost some kind of power, and so they're getting back up. Good or bad or whatever. This could also be somebody want to bring somebody back from the dead. Somebody want to, like, I don't know. This could also be somebody bringing back somebody. Somebody loves you, baby. I don't know. But deep, okay. Because they then still forgot who is their creator. Like, this ain't no bullshit. These some high level, like, so-called higher level demons or something like this. You was looking in Hollywood for them. Or I was. This is shit that's right up around somebody. It's also somebody trying to trap somebody for another, like, cycle, for another spiel. I was getting that somebody has me, like, going back, or you going back in life to those moments, those victorious moments where somebody bullied you and beat the shit out of them. Either somebody's going back and saying, you didn't win that fight for real. You acted like you was, like somebody want to trap a motherfucker here. Strap them down, make them go through something again. They trying to act like you had powers back then, but you didn't. Somebody took away your powers because you were naturally a good fighter or protector of yourself. Somebody's mad about that. They let these children and these wicked ones run around here and defeat the child in so many other aspects that have to do with building or future building or something like this. And then you... Okay, but then if the child got to defend themselves and throw blows, the child was good at defending themselves. It's not about winning the fight. It's about making sure that you're not going to want to fuck with me anymore. But you let these people terrify a child or something. If you knew or could see what these people seen that they've been able to do to you behind the scenes. But that's behind the scenes. In your physical, nobody was fucking with you. And somebody's still mad about they traded their child for 1 billion demons. And they still mad about the times that the child was able to defend themselves and whoop one of them demons' ass. Somebody want to go back and make you refight these things over again and get beat up every time. Somebody want to take you back. Bitch, somebody want to restart time. Somebody that's sitting here, they want to be God so bad. And they sitting here trying to, they got some control issues. So these is people gonna go to the control mechanism or the handlers or the middle part first. They're not trying to get to heaven. They know they can't get in, but they're gonna make shit around you like that is what this is, and that's who's controlling something. But somebody is so mad about the confidence level that you have, like they're never gonna like you. This is not like you went and punched this person in the nose. They couldn't do nothing to you, and they got on recording. And no, nobody really knows that this is the person that you humiliated by still being alive. But it's their duty. It's this person's duty, okay, to take you back. They're trying to push somebody through their life like in like intervals or something here, okay, and then get you to a level where you will be adult or you will be this person, but you will have a less confidence and you will not want to stand up to everybody and anybody and not be shut down or shot down or whatever. Somebody, a girl, somebody is doing this. It could be getting blocked. Somebody is mad that they shunned their daughter, so they're going to try to bring you back and rebirth you as a boy. But God wants you to be just like this, or the girl. So somebody could be doing this behind your back. Somebody could be, oh, God want his little princess or want her to stay a girl, something like this. Well, society and man is not going to let her take whatever this is that she claims or the claims that's supposed to be for her. Okay, so somebody is like, oh, well, we'll shut down this, we'll do this, and then we'll turn this person to a boy and bring the person back. I don't want to be, I like being a girl without motherfucking men staring at me acting weird and shit. Or Me finding out that these people been doing this all this time and you did it for free. I didn't get nothing out of it. You just ruined my reputation without my permission, and I didn't get anything out of it. You paid these bitches that don't even feed you like that money. Like, make it make sense. It don't have nothing to do with the money per se, but it's like that's another way of somebody trying to strip away somebody's confidence. Or somebody trying to say, oh, you was the best star that the person had or whatever. But look at all these other bitches, they thriving now. You're not. Like, somebody want to say, like, you are the fucking conduit. But we don't want to pay you for your services. And that's not business. That's something. Somebody has a deep-rooted something. Okay, this is something like you got left behind in the regular this dimension. Where motherfucker, I'm sitting right in front of the book, Barnes and Noble. You're getting ready to take your kids back to school and shit like this. You got stuck in this dimension. You didn't get to go bounce back between dimensions when these people's having all this fun, living these luxurious lives and spending all of my fucking money or yours. And somebody's still mad. They think I made a mistake because I went over here on this side and she stayed in the more mundane shit. And it's something about the power. It's like something that this power ain't getting me what I want. It's not getting me anything I want on earth or nothing like this. But it's something else that somebody is fucking mad about. This motherfucker got a problem. And I'm telling you, this gotta be this version that I think is this Gemini that's actually the feminine energy. Okay. There could be two. Cause I think in that Ye song he put, it's only one of me, 1,000 of you. All right, but no, it's something about the double social security number. It's something about there being a girl Ye and a boy one. Or, you understand? This is another bitch fighting me, but they could be winning here because they have the appearance of a male on the outside when they walk in the room and shake a man's hand or something like this. You say you or I could be somebody that was castrated. It's like big dick energy and you don't even have a dick. We took it when you was little. What the fuck? We can't get rid of this person. Somebody is, and maybe this person is seen as an authorized man or something like this, but they don't have that. They don't have that. They just don't. Look, 6 of Swords. To imprison somebody or do somebody's doing something crazy here. Oh, look, we got the big dick energy right here with the big sword. We got the sun right here, and we got all these little swords. Somebody is jealous of their child or their brother or their sister or something like this motherfucking much. They the ones that been going around here, going to Italy and all this other shit and traveling the world, living a luxury, being famous, having thousands and millions of fans. This the motherfucker that was popular in school, that everybody everybody hung out with this person. The person did a variety of things. Like if you like in the pep squad, if you in a pep squad or something like this, and that's your life, or like a dance team, like those dance mom girls or whatever, and y'all have y'all little stuff that dance mom girls do or whatever like this, and y'all stick to the. No, this person could hang out with the dance mom people. They can hang out with the football the football coaches, the male football coaches, and be having fun with them. They did this. They did a very full thing, but now they finding themselves empty, and they jealous because you was the one. They wanted you to be the wallflower. They wanted you to be weird. They wanted you to not have that many friends, or if you did, just be associates with people and stuff like this. It seemed like you're boring and you're something, and come to find out that that's the fucking thing to be. This is somebody that had a legion of flying monkeys following behind them. They wanted to feel like when you don't like them no more, all this shit stops and you're not safe anymore. And somebody don't feel like that. And somebody's appalled. Because normally people are like, oh yeah, master, okay, I'm going to hang back out with you or something like this. They start seeing things going wrong in their life and they're like, oh my God, it's because I'm not hanging. I made that blood pact with this person and I'm not hanging with them no more. The difference is it was against somebody's will. Somebody did not. Somebody don't see somebody how everybody else. Why the fuck you don't be on my balls, on my, like, massaging them? Somebody wants to know why you're not. This is like somebody's stealing my juju, right? My essence, a little bit of my alchemist mist, and they said, we're gonna take, we're gonna show you that God ain't real. We control shit, bitch. We're gonna take your juju and we're gonna give it to your husband. He didn't have it before, or something like this, and we're gonna let him go out there and do this and that, and then you're gonna need him. And when you get sick, then you go. It's something like, I don't know, something like this. I want you to feel the way that you didn't know that I was feeling for 30 years because I made a pact with the devil or your dad or something to do this to you, and you were oblivious the whole time, bitch. You were supposed to recognize and be so hurt and devastated and tormented by knowing what you know now. Like, this is somebody that's so hurt. And it's like, you can't, I'm hearing that song, I can't make you love me if you don't. And somebody can't make you give a fuck if you don't. Because it ain't the fucks for you to be given. Somebody got something wrong. They fell for an illusion. They just did. And somebody's so upset about this. This is like Big Daddy Kane energy right there. And here go the sun. And this person want to like, okay, say I'm back 5 years old somewhere in the world. 6. And I just got into a fight yesterday. And somebody's like, yep, you lost the fight. You was fighting a bitch yesterday at the schoolyard. Yeah, you was over here. Yeah, your boyfriend, you was with your boyfriend and he beat the shit out of you yesterday. And ain't nothing you can do about it. You're with an asshole. This is somebody that shouldn't have been in that position because you were abused and you were this is why it's not like, oh, you can't be worth shit. Like, this is what I'm saying about just not being strict. Like, when it comes to business, motherfucker, people that been through, you my best friend, but you've been through that lifestyle, or you allow somebody to do that to you in your own will for 1 minute, you should not be able to. Not in authenticity in God something. Now, if somebody's trying to hold people on earth, recreate a world for them to go through again, bitch, that's not God's world. And if it ain't God's world or whatever like this, you may not be able to stand your ground or be able to have free will or something. That's what I'm saying. Somebody's taking away free will. They so mad at God, but you trying to take away people's fucking free will to force them to do it your way so you can force them to be wrong or force them to submit or force them to something. It's some weird ass shit like that. And not even say like God was doing something special for you or me, or protecting you or me. So you had to fend for yourself worse than these other people that were supposedly working for the heavens. Somebody is doing that. Yeah, number 6. Don't take this road 6. So somebody's going to go back to the beginning, rush you through. So they might even age somebody like, okay, what? If they was born in 2020, the person is, what the fuck is we in now? Because I want to do it by, like, off of me being born in the 80s or 80, okay? 2025. But there's something about 6 here. I'm looking at $6 in my tray. And I wish we never did it. Songs. Monique? Because it's almost like did this person end this motherfucking person's life? Because even if there's somebody that was saying, oh, I was trying to protect you or something, well, you brought these motherfuckers back as demons and they're able to afflict somebody's life more than they was before. You was not doing nothing. You was building some type of militia. This is like people going to the National Guard and whatever they learn from it, whatever processing system they have built inside of them, or whoever's energy they have access to, they're able to create a whole nother mechanism off of what they learned in that. So I could just get up and go to school and learn how to do, get my master's degree. They're allowing people that got their master's degree to be masters of other people or something. It's something kind of like silly like this. It's like, to strengthen your pedigree or something like this. Yeah. It's like bringing something down to a basic, like, Ebonics level is what's happening here. And separating somebody's higher self. But a lot of people know this method. It would have been a gag if two people, a husband or people that was locked in or a power couple came up with this on their own. But somebody invited all those other people in, and this is why. Yeah, they're setting these sons. That's why I was just thinking somebody is like a setup queen on another level. They're still on this, but there is something about mass population reduction, because you have to think these are people that's using vassals that was already here, turning them demonic. The numbers is the highway in a sense. The numbers are the highway in a sense. The numbers are a highway in a sense. It's not really like, you know, they can't go up. So somebody could have sent somebody to jail for something else. I was thinking, well, damn. Did this motherfucker get killed? You know, these stories of these women making a run for it, realizing, oh, yo, this motherfucking is crazy. And like the only way to just say, oh, I don't want the kids or nothing, I'm gone. And a lot of times it's the women that stayed in those cities all their life, even if they went behind the scenes. They're not in the Truman Show showing up at grandma's, you know, family Christmas dinner. They're in the background watching. That could also make them jealous. They can't come back into the Truman Show. First, second generation, whatever like this. This could be why they're always kind of like bitter or something like this. Always. That sounds like Tika. But as they change this, these people in the background are they're seeing what they created and they're fearing it. Now, if all of them kill each other off on that side, we're stuck in some kind of something. I don't like it. I don't like it. I told you somebody could have tried to put somebody in jail or send somebody to calmer waters, but it's something about somebody's Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, you could be working with somebody and y'all don't want the same things. And this person is dragging you along through it. You don't want the same. You're not seeing it on the same level as this person. But they want to be like, yeah, I played you. I macked you down just like anybody else. By forcefully making things happen in your life to make it seem like you fucking with them like that. Somebody is doing something like this. Because they've been able to mack down or smack down or pick up or everybody except for you or me or whoever the fuck this seed is here. So they're forcing it. What I was saying, like, you know, Brenda and Dylan, it kind of reminded me a lot of me and my boyfriend when we was going out or whatever like this. But at the same time, you know, Dylan was like this little player. It's like Dylan was like this little thing. He was also this little baby, like everybody worry about Dylan. You know, Peach Pit. Everybody worry about Dylan. It's taking me back to 5 years ago. If you don't pick me or if you don't come with me, they're not gonna let you in. But somebody was getting in, and somebody shut the shit down and try to hurry up and wrap it up and make a whole nother something. Like, these people is crazy. Because now I'm thinking, it's something about my Auntie Sam baby daddy and my man. Because I'm seeing like Beavis and Butthead. I'm seeing like Dylan from whatever. I'm seeing T.I. People with this phenotype. My boyfriend had this. I think Busy Bone had this. Because this is the Antichrist. Somebody is the fucking Antichrist. Those brothers, Jude and them, there's something more to they're either clones. This is the Antichrist. This is something. This is what the fuck this is. This is what this is. Tower. That man of Perdish on. Perdish on. So me and On could have been, oh, but they could have made him like Lucifer and made him fall. But I think if we are futuristic or we're going into futuristic or something, like, I mean, yeah, okay. Like, because I wonder, between these clones or whatever like this, do they get jealous when I see them interchangeable? It's like back in the day when we had magazines. And one magazine photo shoot, a motherfucker they look fine as hell or something in there. And then the next magazine like, I don't like that post up in there. He don't look right up in there or something like this. But when I be online and shit like this, scrolling or whatever, and then I be like, I feel like they wait to see who makes me glow or something like this. The version of the fucking masculine here. Who make me light up. That's what, you see what I'm saying? So somebody be doing that because somebody a motherfucking hater. I mean, whoever this is, I'm hearing they want to be a Solomon or something. They already took my Solomon card. You know, they got all the bitches or something like this. Lots. I don't know why they concerned. Because, you understand? So when they say God, Lucifer was the finest motherfucker, and God had to let him go because he went against God or whatever. It's like somebody don't like teacher's pet, or somebody, I don't know, somebody being jealous. They trying to make it into something else. You know what I'm saying? People acting like they got more access to people's dome than you think. So a lot of this shit is scripted. Just like they was playing something with the script. A lot of this shit is scripted. A lot of this shit is scripted. They just think one person can't, especially if they think they're seeing everything that I'm thinking or you're thinking. And then you're like, yeah, cast these motherfuckers down. And then here you go. They're like, oh, look at Beyonce and Jay-Z at a party. But that's not what that is. So the ability of these people to keep on making these illusions, it's like, you know, 100 celebrities died over COVID and they never said the names. Out of sight, out of mind. You don't know who these celebrities is or something like this. Some of these could be the motherfuckers that they still using to keep us entertained on social media. Those ones loved God or something like this. But whatever this is, these ones is here to be fucking menace here. Something could be breaking something off of somebody here from a mother. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, because you did love this mother. Okay? But it maybe wasn't the right way around, or they didn't know how to take it. A mother didn't know how to take it. You know, and you know that song when they say you know how to give love, but you don't know how to take it. but it's the ending. You don't have to look back and say nothing to this person because somebody loved this person. The mom could be like, I love my daughter, calling everybody on for the last year. They could be on the phone. I love my daughter. I don't know why she ain't talking to me. People could see right through it. Because somebody know that somebody was listening to them and they just thought the power of the people hearing this person saying bop, 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 bop. So about worldly affairs, I think is never to shut up. But sometimes when it comes to this family drama, like directly, what is there to say? That's why we talk about memories on here. I'm not going to sit there and take even each one of these so-called family members down the thing and dog walk them. We're just talking about memories here. Yeah, the Hierophant was dealing with his mama too. You loved this Hierophant too. Or I did. I was also hearing like somebody's like, oh, you're a man or whatever, you want to withhold sex or something like this. Like somebody is on a fucking rampage behind the scenes. Like I was like telling my person, I'm like, I was telling my person the other day, I'm like, I hope you're not doing nothing behind my back or whatever like this. You know, we've been together around each other the longest. You're like one of my closest humans, my favorite humans. And I loved you. You know, it's kind of like one of them space age conversations I was kind of having with somebody. Like, you know, I was seeing that he was feeling some kind of way. And I'm like, you know, I was just telling them something. And I was like, if somebody ever said that I didn't, or they, whatever they misinterpret, or they interpreted, oh, I know what she was doing, this and that ain't got shit to do with it. You was one of my favorite humans or something like this. Or I was joking. We were like having like a smart alecky, you know, kind of conversation. Somebody is jealous. And then I also have a favorite, you know. But this motherfucker play too much and I won't give you the gratification. I'm not gonna do it. Like I wanted him to know I'm genuine to him. I was genuine to him. Fuck anything else that was outside the crib. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's just that. I never stabbed him in the back. I never went in one of his bank accounts without asking. You know what I'm saying? When my name was on it and shit like this. I'm at this point, I'm thinking, damn, bitch, you should. No, I'm just playing. But it's just like, you know, real shit. Like, but if it's time for us to depart or something like this, we might have to start looking at this situation like this. Because, you know, it's just basically it. We were having like a little, it was kind of like that. And I was acting silly, like, you know, how, would you see me with another man or something? Would you? And he was like, oh, that'd be a joy, you know. Oh, you a lot to deal with. You know, shit like this. But I know also that can also stem from somebody kind of telling you a little bit for real how they really feel now. Because men can't always, they be acting quiet and stoic and shit like this. But again, especially if you read cards like I do, motherfucker, I'm the door this nigga to be looking at me. I know he'd be in the other room looking at me like, for real, bitch? I know what you're trying to say, you know, because sometimes women could be on the phone and be like, girl, yeah, something like that or whatever. We could talk over a dude and he be in the same room. You be talking to your girls about what happened last night with that fine nigga at the bar. And he not going to pick up on what you would think. He not picking up on what you saying. You know what I'm saying? Or at, you know, the strip club or something like, bitch, we going back or something like this. Like say you go to a guy strip club or something. Like we going back. Like Yeah, right there. That shit right there. Yeah, you know, we could have a whole conversation like that. It'd be like, bitch, you know, and the whole thing is going on. So, but men is a little bit different. Is their quick responses like this, or their response to something, or taking a long time, like, oh, what would you do if you see me? Like, could you imagine us not being in the same house, shit like this, you know? And like, think about like, you know, remember how like when we ran into, you know, the neighbors or whatever after we didn't live by them no more or whatever, and we ran into them at the Sam's Club. Just imagine like me this 3 months from now, and you doing your thing and I'm doing my thing, and then you at Sam's Club and you run into me and I'm with some other dude and we all like hugging up on each other and shit and kissing each other, and then he like, well, I don't know, something like he was trying to still be funny or whatever. Okay. But then when we was leaving where we were coming from, we went in the next town to get some food or whatever. And we was leaving where we were coming from, he putting on these songs like If You Were Here Tonight. And I'm thinking like, what the fuck is going on? Girl, somebody is playing. Somebody is playing. Somebody is playing in somebody's energy like heavy. They're micro managing shit. You see what I'm saying? Yes. Somebody's micro, and other people are not being truthful about their mission on earth with you. Some of your children are in your home right now. Maybe they had to come back after hard times. The nigga that you was with originally, or the female you was with, that person is what, you know how somebody be like, girl, you just said something, you sound just like your mama. You remind me of your mama, girl. You know, it's because this is how they're doing it. This is how they're doing it. And somebody just tried to call me and interrupt something. But hold on, y'all. I need to go get something to drink, and I need to get this garbage. This shit is making me depressed. Looking at this garbage on this floor. I'm gonna go do something real quick, and I'm gonna come back.